Yep, welcome to the first Java programming code to add two numbers. We're just gonna start with the basic to teach you on how you can be able to add two numbers using the J creator through the coding language called Java. So what do you need to know by starting writing a simple Java programming language that will add two numbers? You need first the IDE. What is the meaning of IDE? It means Integrated Development Environment. It is a software that can enable you to code Java program or Java language. So you need such IDE such as the NetBeans, Eclipse, JGraphs, JCreator, WJ, and all what have you. But here on the system, we shall be making use of the JCreator. If you click on JCreator here, you're going on the start menu here, you are going to locate the JCreator over there. You can see the JCreator there very clearly. It's installed on the system, but mind you can use any other IDE you feel like, but here I'm using the J creator. So what are the basics, what are the procedures and the steps you need to follow? First of all, you create a new folder on the desktop. You right click, you save new folder, and then I want to call my folder SHIMEE Java code. Then as I finish creating my folder, press enter. Then let's launch the JCreator to start writing a Java program. You now take your mouse to JCreator there, just click on it. Then JCreator is going to load. It's loading already. You close this, then you can locate the file on top of the menu bar. You click on new, then you locate new file. Or you can simply just say Ctrl N to open a new file. You click on Java classes, you click on Java class, then you click on next. Then from there you type the saving name. But mind you, this saving name must be the same thing as the class of your program. For instance, if you want to write a program to add two numbers, that means your class has to be addition, or you can simply say addition of two numbers. So this saving name must be the same thing with the name of your class, or your Java program is not gonna work. So since we're adding two numbers, we can be doing any other many classes, but here we want to tag our class addition, so we save it with a name, what, addition. Make sure your saving name start with a capital letter since it is representing your class. So we type here addition, then you click this symbol here, you locate, you choose your location. This is the desktop. We want to save it on a folder called SHIMEE Java code. See it here. You then click OK and you then click finish. Now you have succeeded opening your first Java file. You can see on top of the right hand corner of the system there of your screen, you can observe that there are some stars there. They are called statements in a light blue background, green background. They are called statements. So you're gonna clean this. Since you don't need them, you delete them. Then you make sure that your second line of code, the first line started with public class addition, and the second one has to start with, let's say, public static void main. You just simply type main, then you place tab. Your public static void main gonna appear there automatically. Make sure you delete the invalid curly bracket. How can we create statement? I want to accredit some honor to this program by, for example, saying this program is created or generated by SHIMEE or SHIMEE Java program to add two numbers. I'm gonna write this. I would now say SHIMEE Java program to add two numbers. SHIMEE Java program to add two numbers. If I run this program, it's gonna generate error at the output. Why? Because what we write here, computer doesn't know it. Because you can write this in any language, be it Yoruba, Hausa, or Spanish, or whatever language you can think about here. But if you don't turn it into a statement, your program is not gonna work. So for us to turn this line into a statement, we're gonna add two slash at the beginning of the line. Then it's gonna change immediately into a light green color. telling you that that is now a statement. Computer should ignore that statement, so it's not gonna affect our code at all. For instance, if we now run this program, let us save it, Ctrl S, then you run the program, it's now going to display nothing, but to show you process what complete, because there is nothing to display. Now let us start creating a variable. For instance, let us say this is SHIMEE Java program to add two numbers, giving 11, giving the two numbers are 11 and what, 12. Let us start from there. So we need three variables. We are going to create a variable that will hold 11, another variable to hold 12, and another variable for what, for answer. So you come inside the main method here, you can see these numbers are integers. You must also know about data types such like the byte, the short, the float, double, boolean, and all what have you. But here we are gonna use the integer because the two numbers given are integers. So we start creating our variable by saying int. I wanna call my variables num1, num2. You can name your variable whatever thing you want, but that's how I want to call mine. Num1 equal to 11. I want to put 11 into num1. I also say num2 equal to 12, semicolon. Now create a variable for answer. I'll say int what, answer. Now I'm gonna define my answer. I'm going to say, for instance, answer equal to num1 plus what, num2, plus num2, semicolon. Now the next thing is the printing. Printing here without probably mean printing on a hard copy like the way you do in business centers, but we only need the computer to display this information on the screen. We are adding we say the answer is num1 plus num2. So how should computer display this? We are now gonna issue a command. We are now going to issue a command for the computer to display the answer here. So we're now gonna say system.out dot what, dot print, system.out.print. You open the two curly brackets, you end it with a semicolon. Then what is our answer going to print? What is the system going to print? Let's say the answer. If we want it to print the answer, when we write answer there, we right click, we save this program and we run it. It's going to automatically display our answer. You can see at the process level there, it says 23, process complete. When you sum 11 and 12, it's gonna give you 23. That means we ask the computer to sum the two numbers. But what of it only displayed 23. What of it we want to add a comment inside this answer? You come here, you type in a quotation. For instance, you say this is your what, answer. So you're gonna put it in quotation. You say plus what, plus answer. Then you're gonna give it a space here so that there will be space in between the comment and your answer. So you now save this program and right click it once again. You're gonna show it will now display this is your answer. 23 now appears there. Very good. So this is how you can write a simple Java program to add two numbers. But you are limited in this case. What if a user comes in and he wants to add, it might be 1,200,000, you understand? It's very funny. You just write a program to add 11 and 12, which even a primary school student can do that. So you just waste your time writing a program just to add 11 and 12. Could you imagine? So we are not just going to stop here. We'll now write this program in such a way that the user are going to put values by themselves to add. So that's where we're gonna change this program. Instead of saying Java program giving 11 and 12, we are now going to say SHIMEE Java program to add two numbers, asking users for the, let's say for the two numbers. So we're now gonna save it. I want to add another line on top of this program. I want to call this, add a package here, user input, so that anybody reading this seeing this program will know that the kind of package I'm working here is requesting the user to add what? To add input. So before a user will be able to render any data or input into the computer, we need to call on a folder here called scanner by saying import scanner.ut.import java.ut.scanner. So this is now how your program is going to start. You say import java.ut.scanner. The scanner must be capital S. If it is not going to be capital S, your program is not going to work. So mind you, take a very serious look at that. Then now we don't want to say our num1 is equal to 11. Let us just say this int num1 num2. Now we are now going to, let's delete this away so that we can start afresh very well. Then let's delete this. So let's start by creating our variable int num1 comma what? Num2. Then we say comma answer semicolon. Then now we need to ask users to input value. So we are going to send somebody. Maybe we decide to send SHIMEE to collect the input. So we are now going to identify our scanner here. We say scanner SHIMEE because we want SHIMEE to collect the input for us. So we say scanner SHIMEE equal to new scanner, the open curly bracket system.in. So that's how you identify your scanner. This is very difficult. If you don't want to send SHIMEE, you can name this scanner anything. You can say new scanner keyboard. You can call it whatever thing you wish to call it. But you make sure the name you give it there, it starts with a small letter, and in fact all in small letters. So you can call your scanner anything, but I want to call my scanner SHIMEE here. So I want to call my scanner SHIMEE. I will now change it to SHIMEE. So I'll start creating variable int num1 num2, then int what? Answer semicolon. This is because I have written all the variable on one line to limit the number of space to be used here. You can create them whatever sort of way. So now we ask users to input their values. So you need to send an information to the user by saying, for instance, enter the first number he or she wants to add. So we are now gonna print this. We say system.out.print system.out.print semicolon. You now come here, you type in a quotation, enter the first number. You are trying to send information to the user. Enter the first word, numbers. You close your quotation. I want to give a space here. Then you end it. Then if a user enter this first number, where is it going to start? Let's say in num1. The first number should be stored in num1. So you now say num1 equal to SHIMEE.nextIn. Why are we saying SHIMEE.nextIn? Because SHIMEE is the one that is going to collect the what? The input. It's going to supply the input. So we say num1 equals to SHIMEE.nextInt. That means SHIMEE should put a number in num1. So anybody can supply the information, it doesn't matter, but we just want to name somebody that will collect the input. So you still do the same thing for the second number, system.out.print bracket open. Then you still type in quotation, enter the second number, then quotation semicolon. Then you're gonna save your work, and you still do this for num2. You say num2 equal to SHIMEE.nextInt. SHIMEE.next. You make sure the int must be capital I coming here. So now our program has finished collecting input. Once we right click here, it's gonna display our input process complete. You see it's showing enter the first number 4. I choose to enter 4. I can enter 6. Now it shows process complete. Why? Because we have not tell our program to submit. So now we are now going into our program to describe our answer. We can now say answer equal to num1 plus what? Num2 plus num2 semicolon. You see that we didn't put anything here in quotation because the program has already known our answer, and it has already known num1 and what? Num2. So now even if we run this program, nothing still not gonna show. It will only show us enter first number you enter, maybe Fahrenheit, but nothing shows us. The answer doesn't come. So now we are now going to print the answer. We now say system.out.what.print. System.out.what.print. So what is it gonna print? Inside the bracket we simply says what? Answer. Then you right click this. Let's going to see what is going to happen. Sorry, there is an error here due to typing error. Let us right click our program here, yet it is still working. So when you right click, when we enter the second value here, then process complete. Let us right click again and see what's going to be the output. Process complete. Enter the word, the first number. Let us say 9 and 8. Then answer just appears automatically 17. But what of it? We want to tell the system to say something like we previously did in the first program. We write something inside a quotation here. This is your word, your answer. Answer. Close the quotation here. We now say plus what? Plus answer. So we're now going to run our program again and see the word, the output. It's gonna show process complete. Enter the first number. Let us say 78 plus what? 56. You probably can't give the answer immediately, but since you write your program, it's gonna generate the answer for you. So that is one thing about programmers. They are very wise. They learn at high speed and they generate result at a very high speed. So when we press enter, automatically our answer gonna generate. This is your answer, 134. So thank you so much for watching. This is how you can just write a simple program. Remember we started by writing a program just to sum 11 and 12. Now we write a program that can sum any number. You can continue running the program and adding any number as you can at all. For instance, I want to now add 507 plus 4,000. Let me say 4,000 here. Then I press enter. It's gonna show me my answer. This is your answer, 4,507 naira. So you see your system. That is how you generate a Java program. Thank you so much for watching. The system is displaying low battery. We see you some other time in the next Java tutorial. Take care.